Although it only seems like yesterday that we were at the last races of the 2020 season, preparing for 2021 has actually been a much longer affair. It's actually a year where almost everything changes. Because although we have carried over aspects of our car, far more is different than is the same. The cars are 6 kilos heavier, we've got new tyres. We have completely different aerodynamic rules where the floor has been chopped and changed to reduce the performance on the cars. Engines that in previous seasons were allowed to be upgraded 3 times can now only have 1 upgrade in the whole year. And then outside of the technical domain, we've got changes in the sporting arena that prevent us from using the wind tunnels as much as we used to. And then a completely new raft of regulations. We've been trying to rejig our company to make sure that we can be as prepared as possible for the new financial regulations, the cost cap regulations that limit the amount of money we can spend. When trying to take a lesson out of one year and apply it into another, it's quite hard to do that, because if you get too fixed on what made you good in one season and say that's a magic formula for winning in the next, then you're likely to come a cropper. And we were able to learn quickly in the 2020 season, and we hope that we'd be able to apply the same sort of flexible approach, especially in a year where who knows what might happen under the sort of influence of COVID. We'll try to bring that flexibility approach again. Sort of eternal challenge of Formula One, that you've always got the bird in the hand, the current year, and the bird in the bush, next year's championship. And trying to get the right balance of resource between these 2 years is always a struggle. But it is particularly challenging in the next 12 months, because next year's challenge, the 2022 regulations, is so large. It's the biggest change in the technical regulations probably ever, to produce a car that should be better at close racing than the recent generation of F1 cars have been. And it's also being done against a backdrop of this cost cap, where you can't just simply open your wallet to sort of brute force your way through both championships simultaneously. Now, of course, that dilemma will be softened considerably if we're competitive from the outset with the 2021 car, and it will make the investment decisions easier over the course of the year. The person that learns fastest tends to win, and that will be what we try to do again in 2021.